Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
Loving each other.
and find out inner Brock and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or we're going to go with D.L. Hughley and LaDonna Hughley. First of all, I got them from the Black Love doc. Near did you even know that they was married?
No,
I
didn't know
thought they was divorced.
I didn't know DL had a wife. I thought that he was a
I
divorce.
know he had a wife, but I had a divorce. I thought he was divorced because he seems like the divorcing type.
Mm.
Meaning that on paper, like he seemed like a real good guy, but I'm copying off Nia. It looks like his mouth will get him in a lot of trouble.
Mm.
Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to call him a gaslighter because, again, I don't know this man. He's not, but maybe it's just his persona. Maybe I'm confusing D.L. Hughley with Daryl Lynn Hughley, right? Maybe Daryl
What's his
Lynn.
name?
I think it's Daryl Lynn.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm confusing D.L. Hughley with Daryl Lynn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just can kind of see, D.L. Hughley over the years done got a little, what's the word? Edgier, snappier.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody got tattoos on their neck, that lets me know they lived a little bit of life that I haven't lived. So, you haven't seen that progression with D.L. Hughley. He started off with like Men's Warehouse suits, or actually K&G suits. I wouldn't say K&G actually. Mm-hmm. And then he done got sharp though lately. He the one who need to come out with a suit line. He be clean.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just listen to his like radio show and some of his stuff. Some of the shit he be talking. He be like borderline fuckboy. He reminds me of the young man from the Lions that's on this show. I don't know his name either. We're going to highlight them. When he was like, I don't know what monogamy is. Nigga, you're in your 30s. Don't slip that in there. You do know what the fuck it is. But shout out to him and his wife. So Hughley and his wife, LaDonna, they have two daughters, Ryan and Tyler, and a son named Kyle. Hughley and LaDonna have been out numerous occasions. I should start off by saying I like their love because I love how transparent it is, right? Mm-hmm. So this last episode of Black Love Doc, they talked about accountability and his indiscretions, and they just kind of just put themselves out there and is really transparent about the healing process and how she was upset with him and she had to go to love him. And not only that, I think one of their kids, I think it's Kyle. Yeah, I think it's the baby, and how he has Asperger's syndrome and how they kind of navigate with that. Not only just navigating with a young Black boy with Asperger's syndrome, but like within our community, right? So autism, Asperger's is a form of autism, right? But so that's difficult. So just pause there. But then layer on to that the cultural implications, right? Because I feel like white people got a little bit more. Experience is not the word, more dialogue, words to go along with this. Where our community, I think we don't have the same words to explain what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, or our words a little bit harsher.
Yeah. That boy slow. That nigga slow.
Yeah, Asperger. We have an Asperger. Right. You are not slow. Actually, you're actually very bright. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that could have something to do with, but his mom and daddy got a little coin, so maybe he had to worry about that. But looking at DL, who knows? Also, just thinking about D.L. Hughley, what was it about? Was that last year? Y'all gonna have to y'all go research for me. Y'all the best researchers on earth. It was either 2017 or 2018 where D.L. Hughley gave his interview to Angela Yee, where he kind of came out about this affair and his career and how his mistress became pregnant and had a son, and then unfortunately the son died. Because it was shaken by the baby's mother's boyfriend, right? What? He had to tell us all that.
Shaken baby syndrome?
Yeah, I don't want to go too deep into that because that's awful, right? But he had to tell folks that, right? And for their marriage to not only survive, but from this show, looks like it's thriving, right? It's something that's beautiful and it's something that needs to be celebrated. And I think that's the epitome of Black love, right? And we don't always put that on blast because sometimes it's hard. Indiscretions happen. Hurt happens. Betrayal happens. Death happens. And for you to come out of it, right? Strong, it's beautiful. And that's Black love. And that's why I wanted to highlight them, right?
Yeah.
You got anything else about DL and LaDonna? Can I just say about LaDonna? She looked like she ain't for the bullshit. I don't know sis either. But out of all the women on that show, that's the one I want to have dinner with in a splash.
You want to dinner and splash?
With LaDonna.
To say, girl, what's going on?
What, sis, you was going to fuck him up, weren't you? Shit. But you had to talk with the Lord.
Shit, she probably did fuck him up. 752.
Come on.
752.
We made love. Because something I know we're going to talk about, because some of them women look like they ain't over it. And I guess I've never been I guess we'll have, because Neil, we'll talk about this often. I've never physically been cheated on, so I don't know how I react. And I don't know how long it is to get over or not over. I've been emotionally cheated on, right? But I don't think I've ever been physically. Like, I've never been with a man who went out and kissed or had sex. I've never had that type of cheating on, but I've had people emotionally cheat on me, right? So I don't know. Like, what is this air quote over? Like, I don't know if you can get over that. So I'm trying to tread lightly with my words, but some of the women seem like it feels like it happened yesterday. Did you see the Black Love Dot?
No, I didn't.
Oh, Niram, we supposed to talk about it.
I'm sorry.
You have to watch it. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to talk about that by myself. We'll push that off to Friday. But some of the women on there, yeah. I wanted to be like, y'all might not have should have talked about this. And not even a hiding thing, but a processing and healing thing, right? If you're still processing and healing, that's fine. You take as much time as you want. But Cody and Tommy ain't had to. You should have been like, no comment. I'm not there yet. Y'all let me know if I'm lying. Because baby girl with the pink lipstick had me dying. Because I'm going to say this real quick. She called her man out so tough to be like, yeah, how did she say it? Yeah, we're moving past it, and I'm learning to trust him. Because she basically went down to say, I don't trust him yet. And he was like, oh, but baby, da-da-da-da-da-da. And he did this long speech, and I love you, and I'm going to be here no matter what, right? And then she cut him right in the throat and was like, yeah, you real good at those speeches. And she just paused.
Whoa.
This is me looking at, y'all can't see me. This is me looking at the TV. Oh, shit. Sir? And he had nothing to say. All he did was do a little fuckboy smile. I would have been like, cut. Look.
Time out.
That's why. Yeah, we not mature enough for this, because I would have been in the back like, oh. So what's that? That would have been me instigator. So what's that right there? What just happened? I would have been Mona Scott in it. So can we talk about that a little bit? With Tommy and Cody, they had couth though. And they eased on by it because I felt it. Did y'all see it? Niram, please watch it.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
Because I think it's a heavy one. So maybe that'll be our episode. They put it as accountability, but no, it was cheating. Maybe I need to rewatch it.
Tell her how it is, baby. You said it was no accountability.
See, I don't like that shit. That's why I know I'm getting old. Don't tiptoe around shit. No, it's cheating. That's the problem.
Accountability.
Nigga, what they act like they talking about shit. I don't know if you in a couple weight loss group and I ain't gonna work out today, right? That's accountability. Nigga, you cheating? That's a different level. Accountability? No. Figure out a different word, a stronger word. Anyway, who is you?
I'm Nero.
I am B.
And this is episode 145.
145, y'all. Episode 145.
Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. And follow us on all forms of social media. Black Love Matters. Remember, that's Black Men Okay. What you got going on?
So first of all, I hope y'all had a beautiful Memorial holiday. Shout out to all the vets, and a special shout out to all the folks who have family members, or just the folks who passed away, right? In the name of freedom, right? I always have a lot of respect for the vets. There's a few vets in my family. We're not really a military family, but there's a handful of us who have participated, right? I've been touched by white hands, so it's hard for me to go sign up, but I always got to put respect on the names that people who do it, right? But as I was celebrating my Memorial Day, and just to recap, what I did for Memorial Day was nothing. All I did was eat snacks and watch Lifetime movies.
You watching the good ones?
Absolutely. Lifetime had a movie. I don't know. I think the theme was Kidnapped. And I watched it all day Monday. My favorite one was Girl in a Bunker.
Oh.
Shit, it was good. Y'all white men crazy. Y'all just can't go kidnap people, putting people and putting them underground. What the fuck is this? You just can't, it was literally like 10 hours of white men just capturing people and holding them hostage like they're a pet and shit. And no remorse, right? Saying this ain't no new shit, right? But they was good as hell. So I watched that all weekend. And then the other thing I watched, y'all know what y'all need to get into, low key, high key? Timeless. I don't know if it's on ABC or NBC, but it's called Timeless. And What it is about. You watch Timeless. You have watched Timeless. Okay. Anyway, I'll give y'all a brief summary, but y'all should go check it out. All I gotta say is this season 2 finale had Harriet Tubman in it. Amazing. But what it is, it's these group of people, and it's like this tech guy, this historian, and like the FBI and stuff, and like they funded this project where time travel really happens, and it's like some type of Illuminati group, right, who's trying to change history, and the guy who has the time machine, like they're going back to kind of chase them and figure out what they're doing, but the other folks are trying to like change history. But the fun part, if you're not into that subplot, which is cute, but the subplot I'm really into is each episode takes like a major event in American history and kind of breaks that down and ties it into, like, it is so interesting. Like they had one episode about JFK and his assassination, but it wasn't his assassination. Like they went to JFK when he was like 17 or 18 in Hartford, Connecticut at a boys' school. Right. And so the bad guys, air quote, was then trying to kidnap him at the young age, right? To kill him then. Like you ain't gonna be the president. You know what I'm saying? Like change history like that. And I don't know. It was just super, super fun. And then they had like episode with Harriet Tubman. Oh my God, they had one. I'm trying to see what my favorite, the Lindenberg. It's just so many of them. You know what I'm talking about, Nira?
Yeah, though, because he had that black guy.
Yeah, it's a black guy in it. Yeah, it's a black guy, and it's a pretty diverse cast. I'm telling you, they acting their ass off. Like it was so good because the first season got canceled, and the whites weren't having it, and so they went online and was like, "Bring back Timeless, renew Timeless," and they renewed it because it was so much of a pull. And they just finished the second season because that's what I thought it was canceled until I was perusing. I said, "Wait a minute, new episodes of Timeless." And I watched all 9 of them episodes 9 hours ago. I watched all 9 of them episodes. It's over my 4-day weekend. And got my entire life. When I tell you it is so interesting, and you can have like dialogue about the stuff they're talking about. It's a lot of like ethics and, morals and, I don't know. It's just super, super interesting and good ass conversation, right? I encourage y'all all to look it up. Also, Memorial Day was really created by Black people. I just want to bring that to
talk your shit.
The forefront, just in case y'all didn't know about it. So it's a debate about the origins of Memorial Day, but many historians feel like it was traced back to the celebration of the holiday by a group of free slaves in South Carolina on May 1st, 1865. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. You know I'm still sensitive. So on May 1st, 1865, 3 weeks after the end of the Civil War, newly emancipated men and women gathered in Charleston to commemorate the end of the Civil War and to honor Union soldiers who perished during the fighting. During the war, the Confederacy turned to a local racetrack until a prisoner held captured Union soldiers in the facility. Due to the harsh conditions of the prison, many men perished there. Their bodies were thrown in unmarked mass graves at the facility. Following the war, the local Black community tried to right that wrong. Between the end of the war and May 1st, several African American churches and other community bodies came and created a picket fence and created a cemetery in honor of them. A procession stepped off, led by 3,000 Black school children carrying armloads of roses, singing different songs honoring these fallen soldiers. So know your history. We make this shit look good. They steal all the things from us, don't they?
Yeah.
We make all this look good, right? We created that. And if you think about it, that is a very Black, to honor. I shouldn't even say Black. It's a very cultured thing to do, right? It's a very ethnic. It's a very brown people do. We have very particular feelings about our dead, right? And the way we honor and the way we give tribute to those who've passed. So that makes sense. It makes sense that white people just created Veterans Day, right?
Yeah.
For the ones who here. But we did Memorial Day. To say them the ones who died, right? Jesus help us. Next, what the fuck is going on with Roseanne? ABC's not here to play with anyone. You hear me?
You know they got that Black CEO or Black president.
Please, I wouldn't even think
woman.
that. You know what I was thinking about?
What?
Isn't ABC owned by Disney?
Yep.
Disney ain't for the bullshit. You hear me? Disney is not here for none of y'all controversies, okay? So if y'all haven't heard by now, which I'm sure you have, sorry, I'm closing my door. You know the white folks be listening.
Oh.
Close my patio door just in case they listening to me. Roseanne, I'm not even going to dignify this with giving her the full tweet. Like I'm not even going to say all her words. So basically, she went on Twitter and cut a fucking fool. And she was being disrespectful to one of President Obama's, I want to say, previous aides, national security, a very high up person, right? Mm-hmm. I was almost exhausted reading it. Her name is Valerie Jarrett, so I just want to make sure I got her name right. And basically call her like some type of monkey, ape, Muslim, just stupid. And this comes, I think it was like a day after she was renewed or something. Mm-hmm. And Disney, Mickey Mouse and them swooped in and said, hey, bitch, guess what you're not going to do on our watch? Be a racist. You're fired. And they canceled all her shit. Why you?
That's what you get. Hey, I seen a tweet from Wanda Sykes that I ain't with Roseanne no more.
Yeah, Wanda. I should have known when Wanda started jumping ship. Because, honestly, Wanda Sykes was the only reason that I was giving the show a little bit of leeway. Wanda Sykes was the only reason that I talked about the first episode. Wanda Sykes is the only reason that I was giving it a little bit of leeway. And I think I said that when I reviewed it. Wanda Sykes is the only thing that had me checking in, right? Because the thing is, you can be conservative. You can be a Republican. You can have these thoughts. But the idea of Roseanne coming up in here looking like who did it and why, start talking crazy about this Valerie. Why? Like, I just didn't even understand why. But also, Roseanne, Queen. Look, I'm going to give her respect. Queen, Roseanne, because she is a legend. Where's the sense to say, first of all, look at the climate in America. With the climate that's going on in America, using ape, Muslim, black, woman, all those in the same sentence. And what context is that okay? It's not. I'm not saying all those words in one sentence. There is no context. What I'm going to say, me, a black woman, a Muslim person, the ape, we all went to the zoo. What are we going to say? There is no context for all that together.
No.
And secondly, she has to understand what platform she's on. So she's not no longer Roseanne, just a comedian, right? Mm-hmm. And speaking her truth. She's no longer doing that. She now represents a whole show, which then represents a whole network, meanwhile is Disney. And Disney got their own shit. Don't ever got to worry about working for Disney. You're not going to go for my radical ass.
We say
right?
nigga too much.
Disney is extremely conservative, right? Mm-hmm. In their actions and what they support and what they don't support. Probably too, I would border too conservative. But you know what I'm saying? But then lastly, I feel like she didn't even have no respect for her coworkers. Like, I know Roseanne, like her show got shut down, but we're not just talking about Roseanne losing money. We're talking about all her cast members, right, all the behind the scenes people, all the writers, the crew, catering, lighting, costumes, right. Everybody thought they had a fucking job yesterday. Just got a peak notice in the fucking mail. And that's some bullshit.
Take your car back.
And that is some bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. Because TV money usually be, if you get read up for a season, that's guaranteed money for that season.
Right.
So I don't know who counting them monies that's already done. And if we're going to go to the actors, some of them ain't acted since Roseanne.
Right. Them niggas living check to check.
Oh, okay. I ain't say, now you Roseanne in it, Nero. I ain't say all that.
No, but what's that? The boy, DJ, his ass is only in like 2 scenes.
What about the black girl? What about DJ daughter, the black girl?
The black baby. We didn't even get to meet his black mama.
Oh, come on. Well, we met her as the other girl, But anywho, so that's where she didn't even take the time to step back to be like, I know the show says Roseanne up there, right? Mm-hmm. But having just the forethought to say what I say not only represents me, but everybody who's behind this now. And that's the decision you make when you sign on the dotted line with Mickey Mouse. And I think that's the part that I'm like, sis, Roseanne, you've been in the game too fucking long for this bullshit.
Right.
Right? And to do that to those, because do I think she inherently racist and hate all people? No. Do I think she's entitled ass privileged white woman? Absolutely. Right? Because that's white privilege, right? Not knowing or owning up to the consequences. Because she's been able to say what she want to say and go about it, right? But not thoroughly thinking through the consequences and thinking about the implications to other people. That is what systematic oppression, that is what, do you know what I'm saying? That's what that is. So I think that's the piece. My heart hurts a little bit for all the people on the staff because they ain't do shit wrong. They just trying to make their coin.
Well, they just trying to act.
And the rest of Roseanne cast is super, super like liberal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, outwardly, like, this is bullshit. To the point where they be clowning her. Like, you think they mad?
Yeah, I was mad too. Like you said, some of these motherfuckers ain't act since Roseanne.
Like, and the thing is, I think it's a decent show compared to some of the other white comedies.
I won't say all that, but
Nero, compared to the Nero, I'm here to make it plain. I'm not taking up for nobody. I'm just calling the thing a thing. If we're comparing Roseanne, the comedy show, compared to some of the other white shit that's out there, it's absolutely better than that. Nigga, they got all types of stupid ass shows out. Come on. Remember that show they had about that dog?
What dog?
That talked.
Oh, you love that show. What you talking about?
A little. I'm just saying.
No, you watch every single episode. And you cried a little bit when they got canceled.
But I'm just saying. I think, and I know this is not a popular opinion, I think it was a space for the Roseanne show. And I think they reached the audience that it could tell the truth to the certain audience, and that they would digest more than other shows. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I mean by good show. I don't mean good show that I'm about to sit up and watch it like it's Law and Order SUV, but I think a good show, I mean, is hitting the target audience with some real life topics that I don't think ever would have been hit with it, right? Because Wanda was on the writing staff. You know, it's certain people on that writing staff that you can put what that Friday message, right? That's what I think Roseanne had the opportunity to do, especially as we're going into election season. That's all, Nero. Think broader than us. Okay, Nero, I'm looking at me like Nero does not agree with me.
No, I hear you.
This is America. You got to get them on media, honey. People ain't watching CNN. Nobody watching that fake news. They watching Roseanne.
No, they're watching Fox and Friends. They come on in the morning.
Lord, if that's where Roseanne gonna head to now.
Yeah.
You think she'll head to Fox and Friends?
Yeah.
She's done.
Yep. She going straight there.
She put out that apology super quick, honey.
I know. She's like, I apologize. I'm leaving Twitter.
Bye. But I don't know. I hurt for her. Whatchamacallit, though. I hurt for her staff. Because I do think they were doing decent work that they ain't had to get canceled, right?
I ain't like the show that much, but you know, I do.
Talking about for the community, not our community, but for the meant for. I'm trying to say this politely, like the flyover states.
Yeah, like
I think they were connecting with the flyover states. That I'm not sure what other series connecting with the flyover states like that anymore.
Right.
I think they're connecting with the magnets, or what would they call it? Maggots. I think they connect with the maggots, right? I think the magnets watch it. And you are able to slide in some gems that hopefully the maggots would have picked up. That's all. And now that's gone, honey. I don't know what they watch. Fox and Friends.
I did.
Duck Dynasty. I don't know. But I can was watching Roseanne. Somebody was giving her them ratings.
Right. It was you. You watched a couple. It was you.
I watched the first 2 episodes. Nigga, they got like 15 episodes. I'm not keeping them afloat. I'm not. Now, Young B's not keeping Roseanne afloat. I watched the first 2 episodes out of respect for Wanda Sykes. Because she is a black woman and she's a soror.
Right.
Next, work is kicking up.
Oh yeah, what's going on with work?
Today was the first day at work that I was like, I left because I was like, I gotta go tomorrow. Like today was the first day I went to work and left it, and the day was like tomorrow. Like my boss finally done got comfortable, and she's like, "You want to handle this?" And what I'm gonna say?
You say I'm not ready.
But my thing is, I want to be like, handle what? What is the question? And then I border like with what's the question and what can I push back to my employees? They'd be like, bitch, just say no.
Right.
I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to them like, shit, I don't know. What do you think is best? Do you want me to tell them no?
Yeah. That's what mid-level management is you just telling people yes and no. Who don't want to say it themselves.
I barely know. Like, I don't do their excuse me. I don't do their physical job, right? I barely know how to do what they do. So I don't know. Is this feasible? What?
I don't know.
And I can see this is how you know they children, right? I feel like that's what I said. I feel like we're gonna have to, me and my supervisor gonna have to figure out who's gonna be good cop and bad cop. Because the majority, she's not at the location the majority of our people are. So they talk to her like via, text and things like that, emails. But I'm physically there in the area. And so I could tell sometimes they be like, oh, that you talk loud for people to hear you.
Oh my God. I'm just so tired. I'm so irritated right now.
I put on my headphones.
You want to be like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut your mouth.
Get to typing. So I don't know if they're really like, hey, we're stressed out, or if they like, oh, we about to get this new girl. We ain't about to do no work. I don't know which one yet.
Probably a mixture of both.
Like, it's like, are y'all really stressed out? Because I want to be like, child, it ain't even kicked up yet. That's what. So if y'all stressed out now, what y'all gonna do? Actually, we probably got another month or two before it gets serious. What you gonna do then?
It's gonna be lit.
And then I'm also getting the folks who like slide in vacation requests.
You approve that?
Yeah.
Oh, and you just be like, approved.
And people taking nice vacations to the point I was like, let me look at the calendar. Wait a minute.
Everybody on vacay.
People not taking, vacation. What would you say, like a week?
Yes.
People taking a clean 2 weeks off.
What? Man. How much?
That's what I said. Let me put the fucking calendar.
Shit, when you taking some vacation time?
Shit. The thing is, it doesn't matter because I don't know how to do their job anyway.
Oh, well, shit.
I don't know who's going to do it.
How much time you got?
Don't be putting myself out there.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Shit. I got some time.
Shit.
So, like, that's all coming to... So, I don't know to take it as my supervisor trusts me or she just tired of bullshit. I don't know. Sorry, my mouth's dry, y'all.
That's a nice water bottle.
I know it's a nice one, isn't it? So, I got a little bit of that type of stuff going on, like, where it's like, do I just fly little birdie or... Today was the first day I left work and was like, oh, I got shit I need to do. But it ain't happening right. You pack your shit up.
Yeah.
It was like, this is the first day I went home with unanswered questions.
Oh, because you've been practicing that inbox zero shit. How that's going?
Trash.
Oh.
Trash. I'm not good. Y'all let me know what systems y'all use for email. Like, I think, because I'm still so new, that I don't know, like, where to put, like, just organizing your inbox, period, right?
I think email is by far the least productive way of, like, project management.
I agree. And I don't know how my supervisor's doing it. That's basically how she do it. Like, they send these long-ass emails to the point where it's like, this is too much. Call me. So, I'm adjusting to that. But... I don't know.
Look, too long didn't read. Call me.
Or not even that, like even in quick text. So it's a lot of emails, a lot of texting. That I'm like, what are we? And then you be waiting for the next person to text, and then I'm like, this is too. I don't know.
You know my rule. If I got to send more than 2 emails, I'm calling you.
But at my organization, what are phones? Hello. So my first day, I said, do you need phones? What? Why are you laughing here? Hello, any phones? No. So work is picking up. It's getting a little bit more fast paced, and to the point fast paced where my manager is like, yeah, girl, do what you want. I'll be over here. To the point where she announced in our staff meeting today that this is completely Nyambi, so go to her when she the expert. I said, bitch, what? The expert on what?
You the expert.
I barely know how to get into it.
You barely know how to get to work. Still be calling me. Nero, I think I'm lost.
I got lost once last week and started sweating. Because y'all know this traffic is bad. But last time I went to see Deadpool and it was amazing.
I told you it was good.
That's funny. It was, maybe amazing is a strong word. I'm trying to exaggerate. It was what I needed. It was very, very funny. Like, it was just what I needed. Is he done? He's not gonna make no more. Now that's something I can see. He can go on as long as this Iron Man has.
Yeah.
We on Iron Man 10.
I think Deadpool can go for another one, but I think this is gonna be it.
What? Why Ryan Reynolds playing? Out of respect for us watching Green Lantern, he can come out one more.
I know, right? Because Green Lantern sucked.
First of all, I keep trying to remember. It didn't suck. It was just, I don't know. I don't think it sucked because I like the Green Lantern's like backstory, but it was just, I don't know. It wasn't done well. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was writing, acting. Then they had that little Asian boy. I don't know. It was weird. First of all, I had to get back into the right zone. I forgot Deadpool's with the X-Men.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of, where the fuck the X-Men been?
I don't know. They've been doing like the X-Men's origins. I don't know what the hell happened after that. That's my question. Because X-Men, did Thanos not get the X-Men? Are they not in the same?
Is Marvel? Wait. So the Avengers and X-Men the same crew?
Yes, they both Marvel.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
I think.
Who the other people?
Hold on, let me Google it before motherfuckers come after me.
Because it's either Marvel or DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
DC is Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've just given up.
Yeah, they X-Men is Marvel. So that's my question. So did
DC just give up? Did after Black Panther they just retired? What did they do? What was the last DC movie that was worth? Was it Iron Woman? I mean, wait, Superwoman? I guess Wonder Woman. I'm sorry. I done forgot her that quick. Wonder Woman was good. Mm-hmm. Ain't better than Black Panther. Not better than Deadpool, but it was good.
Oh, there you go. There's an article why you will never see X-Men and Avengers on sharing the same screen.
Why? Are they not in the same universe?
I don't know, baby. I just opened the article.
Okay, well, you don't got to go through that because we're recording.
I know.
But outside of that, I can go for another X-Men movie because I definitely was team when all these superhero movies started. I was definitely team X-Men. I'm really here for the X-Men, and I don't know why we keep stopping it, and I don't know why we kept having. I'm like Ryan Reynolds. I'm bitter. Why we keep having these Wolverine stories? We got him. He had a rough life.
He did have a rough life.
Shit. Do we have to go so deep though? It's like 10 Wolverines. Why is it so many of them?
I don't know why so many of them.
It's crazy, right? Mm-hmm. But anyway, can we get a Storm because Storm and T'Challa got together, and then they have a T'Challa Storm baby, or you don't know about it?
And according to the comic books, they had a Storm and T'Challa baby. That's what Nia said. Because he don't want to be watching it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, but other than that, I guess that's all I got. Go ahead, Nearums.
First of all, what's up with this Black Spider-Man?
What?
That dude that climbed up that balcony.
Please, I'm still in superhero mode. He is Superman. He a good one. Did he know that, child?
I don't think so. His ass is just there. And his ass climbed the fuck up that shit.
Ladies.
I said, man.
If he's single, y'all, but he the one.
That brother climbed up like a spider monkey.
That was a mate. No, like Spider-Man. All right, Roseanne.
Oh, I ain't call him I just said he climbed up there like a spider monkey.
That's what she said, too.
What? But that's a real thing, though. Spider monkeys are real.
That's what she said.
Oh, my God.
See how it's now you and the Roseanne? That's what she said. How did this happen?
The only difference is I'm black.
Exactly. And you... I almost said something real petty.
I know you did. Other than that, I'm enjoying this Drake Pusha T beef.
I'm sorry.
Drake and Pusha T.
I am not.
Why
Drake was very petty.
Oh, have you heard the new one?
Okay,
that
maybe
Pusha
I
T
don't
come
know.
out?
Pusha T clap back.
Yeah. Today.
Where did this start from? The Breakfast Club interview? Messy ass Charlamagne. Who did this start from?
Well, you know, Drake and Pusha T and them been beefing for a long time.
Why?
Because.
Oh shit! I got comfortable. Start eating. I'm sorry. Sorry.
What you doing? Eating tea and crumpets and shit?
I got a Hello Fresh meal.
Oh.
Go ahead, finish now.
What I was saying was Drake and Pusha T been beefing for a long time. So
I thought they was friends for some reason.
nah. So Pusha T came out with a song a long time ago that was talking about Lil Wayne and Baby. How, one nigga is signed to another nigga who signed to another nigga, so all the money is just being split up. So Lil Wayne was like, fuck Pusha T and everybody who love him. So Drake came out with a song on Views.
But that was a fact. What Pusha T said.
So Drake came out with a song on Views and came after Pusha T. And Pusha T ain't said nothing. Now he came out with a song on his new CD.
What did he say about Drake?
The same shit everybody else been saying. You don't write your raps. You ain't shit. You ain't respected. Blah blah blah.
Oh, that's trash.
The thing was, it was light work. It was just light work. It wasn't even no heavy diss moves. It was just like, they say it's written, but Quentin read it and all types of shit like that. So it was light work.
Drake need to get like P Diddy and be like, I don't write rhymes, I write checks. That statement.
Exactly. So then Drake came out with that song and was being petty, talking about you only talk
that
about.
That actually banged a little.
It was pretty good.
It was a lot of good.
And he started sending shit at Pusha T baby mama and shit like that.
Oh, I missed that.
Not his fiance, not baby mama.
That's still.
So he came at his fiance. So Pusha T just came out with a new song today, like right now, and he coming after Drake's his mama, his daddy, his baby mama, that porn star baby mama, allegedly.
I said Drake got a baby mama.
People been saying that he got that baby mama, that porn star baby mama out there in Italy or France or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it because it need to bring back the bars.
I am looking forward to no beef. It's the summer. Say that for the winter.
What you mean?
I just want a Diddy bop. Time for these niggas and they feelings. Writing journals. I don't have time. I need Pusha T. I need Drake to go get a club banger, something I can listen to while I'm rolling down in Silicon Valley with my windows down. Oh. That's what I would like. We can all get in our feelings in October.
Okay.
I don't feel like feelings right now. Meanwhile, why y'all niggas keep talking about Pusha T and talking about why we keep letting him get a pass with his hairstyle? Second of all, they keep saying why his hair ain't grown in 10 years. What's wrong with you niggas?
Niggas are crazy.
What's wrong with y'all? Talking about he still get a pass with his hair and why his hair ain't never grown. And Pusha T been out at least over a decade.
Evidently, the nigga keep trimming it.
Actually, what was the other man? It wasn't Clips. Who was that?
His brother.
Can the Clips come up? Did they break up?
Yes, his brother don't rap no more. He went Holy Ghost.
Hey, come on. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't even gonna go where I was gonna go. What else is going on?
You talking about Malice? His brother rap name was Malice. But yeah, he went Holy Ghost.
Hey, ain't no wrong. Maso did Mace.
So he changed his name from Malice to No Malice. Because he don't want no malice against nobody.
You know what? Sometimes you don't know what that man made a pact with the Lord.
And so, now he
somebody went down one night and he said, Lord, if you do this, and the Lord did it, and he had to turn away.
Right.
So good for him.
Other than that, the enemy trying to get me. I'm just trying to get my ass to White Ass to Colonizer Valley. Yeah. And the enemy is trying to hold me up.
What's going on?
So first things first, we're so close to the close of this house.
Hopefully by the time y'all hear this, we'll be closed.
Yes. Hopefully by the time y'all hear this,
if not, y'all will definitely know.
Oh, yes. So, we had the last final walkthrough. And, where I'm standing at to where our house is about a ways away. I would say about 30 minutes away. Yeah. And 30, 45 minutes away. So, I drive there and like my car started doing some weird shit. All the lights came on. Like at first it started with the brake light. No, at first it started with the battery. Then the brake light came on. Then the ABS, the airbag. Car start puttering and shit. I said, "Oh God, oh Grand Architect, what is going on?"
Nah, he calling on the Lord.
Yeah, I do call up on the Grand Architect.
Okay.
And I got there, and the car sat. I had to pull on the side of the road, let the car stop.
Oh, Jesus.
So while I was doing that, I was talking to Nia, and he was like, "Yeah, brother, that sounds like your alternator." And I was like, "Yeah, that do sound like the alternator. Is it the alternator or the battery?" So I Googled it, and it is the alternator. So I let the car sit, and then I drove some more, and we finally got there. So we did the final inspection, and everything went off without a hitch. Like, he brought his little son. The little son was because the guy is single. He a single parent.
Oh yeah, he the one in the neighborhood. It's a single girl in the neighborhood. I'm like, he the one. Y'all better go snatch him up. He been divorced for about 2 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in his business.
Yeah. So that go on out the hitch. And
he brought his baby?
Yeah. Because the kid ain't never seen the house. He's like, "Daddy, when I'm going to see the house?"
You know, kids will destroy your hopes and dreams. Kids will be like, "This is trash."
Right. And so, I'm trying to make friends with him. "What's up, big fella? Do you like the house?"
What'd he say?
And this nigga didn't say nothing back to me. I said, "Oh, good." I played it off. "Good. Don't talk to strangers, little fuck." Walked away, pushed his ass, and walked away.
Don't do that. How old was he?
4.
And he probably ain't never seen nothing big and black like you.
Right. So something's going on with my car. So I'm gonna need a new alternator. And that's like what, 2 days, 3 days before I get on this flight to Colonizer Valley. Lord, the people just need to come get my car and just roll it on the flatbed. Just put it in neutral and roll it up the flatbed.
Oh my God. Because Nearham's getting his car shipped.
Because Naomi be talking about throw the whole car away. I can't throw away no whole damn car because of the whole fucking car. Well,
you got literally 24 hours to get it fixed.
Yes.
And you about to make it happen?
Yeah. Shit. Even if I got to do that shit myself.
Oh my God.
You act like I'm not handy.
I didn't say you weren't.
No, but you be like, "Oh my God."
It's just a lot for 24 hours.
It's an alternator. It's probably held by 3 screws and a serpentine belt.
You need to call, I almost said Pop C, and see what he got to say on this. Or our other friend.
I got YouTube.
Okay.
So
all I have to say, are you going to be here Friday?
I will be there Friday.
Is your car going to be here?
Yes. It's going to be en route there. Oh my God. Even if we got to put that bitch in neutral and roll on the truck.
Get a rental car?
I don't know. I might have to. We'll figure it out.
I know.
But the car ain't going to get there. Other than that.
So keep us prayed up, y'all. You know what? That's what the enemy try to do to distract you. This is a car. We can get this car fixed. If we can't get the car fixed, we throw the car away and start new. You want to know why? Because the Lord is a provider. Lord, if you want us to get a new car, make it plain, make a way. I'm all set. It's done. Y'all don't understand how the Lord don't work for me in the last 6 months.
I don't know if I like that prayer.
I'll fuck around. Very fluid conversations with the Lord.
I don't know if I like that prayer.
Me and the Lord don't beat around the bush no more.
I'm gonna be fucking around and be driving in the car, just everything just fall apart because of your damn prayer. Oh, well, guess what, nigga? You get a new car now. Damn.
Like the thing is, I have very frank conversations with the Lord. Lord, if this is meant for me, bust down the door. Make it wait. Make me walk through the door, Lord. Make it just lay out a train for me. Lord, if it ain't supposed to be, shut shit down. Ain't no need for us to play. Yeah, I cussed. Ain't no need for the Lord know my heart. Ain't no need for us to play. Shut it down. Make it plain to me. I'm hard-headed, Lord. So the Lord made a way. And y'all, I'm guessing our Friday episode will do more reflecting, y'all. But y'all don't understand this last 18 months I'm coming off of and how he done made a way out of no way. Mm-hmm. If you don't know about him, go ahead.
Couple other things before we head into our Black Love story. I think we had a new topic or something we're going to talk about in the future. So Netflix got a series with Vox, and it's called Explained. So they do like racial inequality explained, or
yes, it's economics.
Things of that sort. So And they're like quick hits. So they're like 25 to 30 minutes. So they have one on monogamy. It was called Monogamy Explained. And it was just talking about how.
Talk about this week because I need to talk about it.
Yeah. So I'm just going to bring it up briefly because I think it was interesting. I think people should check it out. And they were just talking about how like humans are terrible at monogamy, but they want it so bad. And so they was just talking about like how there's a lot of evidence.
Who said humans are terrible at monogamy?
That's what it says.
Nyambi already disagrees.
So, but they was just saying like, how there's this evidence of monogamy being like an unnatural system and things of that sort that humans invented. I think it's interesting. I think you should watch
that?
it.
I need a track record. I need these people to see what bias went to play in creating this.
Mm-hmm.
Who said monogamy is a hard system? Monogamy is not a hard system, but I think being true and honest with yourself is.
So, and this is one of the things we need to just talk about. We can talk about after you see the series.
Is it any black people involved?
Yeah, there's some black people involved, but it's like a sociologist, like who's narrating it, and there was some other like researchers. And they did some research and and reached out, like surveyed like some people who are like some Native American tribes, who is like the longest standing Native American tribe here, and how they don't believe in monogamy and things of the sort. It was just interesting. And,
I'm sure.
And basically what they was just talking about was like how love and monogamy aren't one and the same. And how, humans can be great at love, but they're horrible at monogamy.
Yeah.
So.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Horrible at love and great at monogamy. There's a lot of people in monogamous relationships and hate it. Mm-hmm. Or hate the other person.
So I thought it was pretty interesting. I know you already have your knee-jerk reactions, but I think you should give it a shot.
I'm going to give it a shot. I understand, but I think sometimes we blow this monogamy up thing. I think monogamy is a symptom of something else.
A symptom of what?
I think monogamy works, but you have to be honest with yourself. If you're at a point where you don't... So are they almost saying that you can be in love with multiple people at the same time? So is that what their statement is?
That was one of their statements. But another statement was that, monogamy is one of these things that's relatively new into like the modern society. And like what happened before like monogamy happened. So, and like what brought on like monogamy.
Money, marriage, right? Because marriage is a business.
Yeah.
So I guess then the statement is, what did you do before marriage?
Right.
So are we talking about marriage or monogamy? And two different things too. Mm-hmm. See, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. So that's why I said, give it a shot. Watch it, and then we can talk more about it.
Oh, just like you're gonna watch the Black Love doc that you keep giving dust to.
I'm not giving dust.
Watch all these other documentaries, but the one show about us for us, Nerum can't get it in.
Nerum has been. Never mind.
You know what? Watched this.
You know what? Yes, I didn't watch it. People wasn't around. They wanted to watch something else, and
was the people black?
Yes.
Why did they want to watch the Black Love?
Because doc? the game was a lot more interesting than watching the Black Love doc.
All right.
So I'm at somebody else's house. I'm at will to them. I only have the TV to myself for a few hours, and Nerum has been busy getting our house in order.
Alrighty, so we got a Black Love story this week, Nerum.
But also before you cut me off, is that Friday is our 1 year anniversary.
Wow.
So our 1 year Black Love, we're gonna call it
our Black anniversary. I don't know.
Black Love Day.
Yeah, Black Love Day already exists.
Well, damn, I was talking to Nia. I had another day. It was like Black Love Matters Day or something like that. Mm-hmm. Black Love Matters Podcast Day. Anyways. Shoot your emails, shoot your voicemails. We want to hear from you. We want to feature y'all. Let us know your favorite episodes, favorite segments, and things of that sort, so we can feature y'all for Friday.
Yep. I can't believe it's been a year, and it's going to be a lot of introspection from Nyambi.
Yes.
So get your Bibles out. We're going to do a little devotional on Friday. What do you say? What was that, Daryl?
I look forward to hearing how introspective you get.
I am. All right, Neil, go ahead and do our Black love story.
All right, so this week's Black love story is from Lance, and I want to say her name is Asha or Asha.
I thought it was Asha.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Asha, who has been together for 2 years on August 7th. Or
it could be Asha.
On August 7th, 2018. So congratulations. It's coming up.
Oh, that is coming up.
Yeah. So how did they first meet? High school, our junior year, doing a Six Flags trip. Ooh, I love those Six Flags trip. I took me and Nyambi on a Six Flags trip before. Who we been Point. Cedar Point, Six Flags is still the same.
Did we get lost?
Yes, we did.
Did I have to drive? Or yes. How did we do that?
You drove, yes, you drove back because I got sleepy.
Go ahead.
We've been at the same school since 9th grade and never met. Oh, okay. It's always interesting to like go on field trips with the school and like run into people that you like never met before. It's like, you go to art school? Mm-hmm. What classes you be in? Nigga, I ain't never seen you before. It's almost like that, like going to a PWI and you see another black person for the first time. Like, hey,
where you been?
Who are you? Because that's how Nyambi be. Nyambi was in the WAC dorms.
I was not in the WAC dorms.
Yes,
I was in the dorms with a statistically higher GPA.
WAC. Y'all niggas was studying. There was no party going on. No underage drinking. Because I knew I needed to focus, honey. I needed to focus. Shit. Yeah, I was in the honors dorm. WAC dorm.
And I made it a very clear conscience to be like, I'm getting in this honors dorm.
Nyambi was in the WAC dorm.
I mean, the college is white, but okay. It wasn't actually, now that I think about it, it wasn't actually, that's a whole story about undergrad. I was actually an RA. And I feel like once I became an RA, more black people started to live. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Or is that just me? Was that just a process of the?
No.
It was a point where half of my floor was Negroes. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, did y'all niggas request to live here? Like, what? It was, remember, it was like a whole crew. It was like maybe a year or two because they stayed for like 3 years.
Yeah.
That just literally followed me. So it was like 10, 15 people or so. Maybe that first, which surprised me, right? Mm-hmm. The black people, right? And then that next year, they was like, oh, are you going to be an RA again? What floor are you going to be on? Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, I'm going to be on the third floor or whatever. Or first. I don't know where I was at. I come back. It's like my whole first floor is niggas. What is it? Did you notice that happened though, or no?
Yeah.
What? And it was like just my floor. Just all black. And we was lit.
Yeah, I was.
Our floor. Look, and I'm supposed to be the RA. We was lit.
All right. When did each of you know that your partner was the one? We were
Niram, I'm gonna need you to say this with a little bit more enthusiasm.
We were able to talk about our individual past, embarrassing things. No one else's knows. Like what, y'all? How embarrassing. Put it in here. Things that will that would make your head spin. I trust my husband with these things, and he trusts me.
Y'all know my favorite question to ask Niram is tell me something you never told me.
I hate that. Ooh, I get so irritating.
Why?
Because I got to actually think about something. Nigga, you know everything about me.
I mean, this is good if we're ever in, I was watching Lifetime. We're ever in a situation with kidnap, and I had to make sure it's you. Oh, my God. We'll just spit off one of them facts. But this is true. Like, you have to be able to talk to the other person about your past, right? And I think this what's different about this is we're not talking about on your first date start bringing all your luggage and your baggage from your ex-boyfriend, but I think once you get into a groove in your relationship and you try to have those deep conversations and begin to unpack who you are and how certain experiences have affected you, I think that's a beautiful place to be in a relationship. And I think those are some of our best conversations, right, Nero? And they kind of come out of nowhere. Like, it'd be like just sitting on the couch and I'll be triggered or Nero will be triggered by something on TV and we'll start talking and flashing back to something and really get that chance to be vulnerable. And no matter what the emotion is. So be it embarrassed, ashamed, confused, defeated, like we're able to share those types of emotions with each other.
Yeah. I just thought about the story you told me.
What?
About the egg.
You can share that. If you want.
No, I'm going to keep that just in case somebody kidnap you. I don't want to share it on the podcast.
What?
That everybody know.
I wish Neil stopped moving that mic.
My bad. Like the mic is falling.
Okay.
Where I'm at. What are the keys to success? A true friendship that has stood the test of time, forgiveness, and awesome communication skills.
Yeah, no, we always go back to communication. You have to be able to talk and understand each other in moving forward in these different type of situations. Like you have to constantly be willing to make those different types of sacrifices. Forgiveness is real.
Forgiveness is real.
I feel like we've been unpacking forgiveness for a few episodes, and I like almost want to go through it and like be like, these are the keys to forgiveness. Forgiveness is heavy, and not only of that person, but for yourself if you fucked up. I think that's why I really admire DL and LaDonna, because you can tell. You hear me? Yeah. They went through something, and then for her to be so forgiving in that space, and him, right? Because I'm sure he had to forgive himself for some stuff too, right? Because he had a great life. You know, he was successful. He had a wife who loved him. He had kids. You know, he reached this point of success, and he fucked up for whatever reason that may be. He did. So some forgiveness that takes place into there. So y'all are right. True friendship, time, forgiveness, communication. Yeah. The next one is, what advice would you give to young married couples? It says, make sure you continue dating. I'm so blessed that my husband still takes me out and loves me. That takes me out, loves me, and enjoy me looking sexy on his arm. I know that's right. Continue to have fun with each other. We don't have children yet, so we may be at an advantage for now. Both of us are 31 years old. We cut crazy Saturday nights into thirds, sleeping, deep conversations, and good sex. Come on. Can we talk about this?
Yeah, what you want to talk about?
All of it. Dating is important though.
Yeah, it is. Like just having fun with your partner.
Sometimes I have to get on Niam about making sure we go on dates.
And I have to get on Nyambi about getting out too. Because Nyambi, I'll be like, babe, let's go out. Yes, hold on. Don't put this all on me. Because I'll be like, babe, let's go out. And then you be like, you sure you want to go out there? I think I just want to lay here. And I'm like, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't know. You sure?
Because I'm wait till 10 p.m.
No,
after I done washed off my makeup.
Yeah, we're trying to go to the club. You keep your makeup on.
Oh, can't have my skin breaking up. But can we talk about how they break their Saturday into thirds? Sleeping, deep conversation, and good sex.
Right. That's lit.
That's a blessing. Only thing they missing for me is eating.
You said they ain't got no eating in there.
You know, I like to eat, honey. I gotta have me a few good meals. On Saturday, I believe in a good meal. You hear me?
Yeah.
But also I would say, you know, something they talk about is that when you don't have kids, right? So, you know, I'm looking, you know, we can't speak to that because we don't have any children. I only had a dog for a month. So I think it is something to be said. And we're going to have some folks over who can talk to how do you balance and date with kids. I've seen people do it. I've seen people do it horribly. And I've seen people who've done it well.
Right. I've seen people who their whole life just be their kids.
Jesus. And I'd be looking at them like that. And then they had a nerve to ask me when I'm going to have kids. I'm like, Jesus, you the best birth control ever. They
looking at y'all, y'all niggas look miserable. Why would I want to add a kid in that and be miserable like y'all?
I was like, I got a godson. I'm sure, look, I can buy your kid off in about 10 years. That's because they're going to be going to therapy for you.
Right.
I'll get them to take care of me. No need.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I've seen that. And then also I've seen parents who have really good balance to the point where I'm like, damn. To I'm like, where your kid at? They be like, with the babysitter.
Daycare.
With their groups. With their friend. I'm like, come on. With their nana.
Right.
Come on. That's going to be Niram and Nyambi. I think actually I'm going to be too good at that. I think, Niram, you're going to have to bring me back, right? Because I think my parents spent time with me, but I never was in a household where, you know how some people don't let you go with no one?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was very clear when my parents were, like, go on vacation. Like, they're like, we're going out of town and you can't come.
Why? Take me.
Like, I remember at a very young age, they're like, we're going to Florida. We're going to Jamaica. Meanwhile, I don't know why you had to tell a 5-year-old this or, like, a 6-year-old. And you're going to stay here. Have fun. Or we're going here for a long weekend. You're going to spend the night over your cousin's house. And it was never the option to be like, I want to go home. It was just like, well, I guess this is what it is. Maybe that's the symptoms of being an only child. I pack my shit. Look, Niram said that's why I pack up quick now.
That's why Naomi don't have value for anything. She just throw everything away. And you can't have all this shit. Ain't packing up none of this shit.
So I think it's that's kind of ingrained in me. Like I don't, and not just me, my family. So I don't really understand when like kids be like scared of people or like other kids.
Oh yeah, I can't stand that.
It's not that I can't stand it. I just don't connect to it. Because I've never been around people like that. Like I don't understand what the. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean fear like, oh, kind of who's this person, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, they be skittish.
Yeah, like they've been hit. It's like I understand being nervous, right? And your parents like, okay, we'll go. Like kind of usually when your parents give you the go to do it, you'll do it, right? Mm-hmm. But I've seen kids that their parents basically got to beg them to do it. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to be in that situation. I think I'm definitely want to instill independence, kindness, curiosity, fearlessness in my child. And, we'll figure it out from there.
All right.
But that's sleeping in thirds. Sleeping, deep conversation, and good sets. Come on. Ain't nothing like a good Saturday.
Yeah.
With a good thick brunch and a big old glass of something. Also, though, some of y'all with kids, them kids get grown. Like, some of y'all kids is grown. I mean, y'all just be making trouble for yourself. Right. Y'all act like y'all got kids under 5. Kids under 5. Actually, 5 is still young. Kids under 7 need to be entertained. Kids over 7.
Right. You better get their ass video games. Let me stop.
No. What? No, but they should be able to make themselves their own breakfast, right?
Right. They should be able to know how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Shit, at 7, I was doing my own laundry.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's some things when kids hit a certain age, they should be able to entertain themselves to a certain point, or at least give you enough time. At least a couple. You should at least get a few hours of your Saturday alone. Mm-hmm. But some of y'all parents, and I believe it because I done seen it, they be with them kids all day. I'm like, well, they just can't go to an event. I don't. Or is this too old school? I remember I used to play like softball or be in like after school activities, and I would have to find my way. Yeah. Like, well, my mom be like, oh, I got to work, or I have this plan.
So I want to go skating.
Find your way home, or you don't come home. I don't.
Right.
Or you don't go. I don't.
Can I go skating?
Like I feel like now the kids put it on their parents for them to find a way. Right. When my parents would be like, well, you better find a way that I approve of.
You better call your uncle. You better call your cousin. Oh, and that's how you get on that phone tree. Because you be trying to get other cousins to go. So you can get their mama.
That's how you build community. Come on.
So you can get their mama to take y'all.
They skittish and don't got no friends. You, of course, your ass always going to take them to the ice, to rink. That's what I'm saying. So this doesn't happen anymore. Right. Like it's no longer like, let me call so and so to see. Okay, if my mama take it, or I remember going back to my parents, be like, so and so mama said they'll take us this time if you'll do next time. Mm-hmm. Like I remember being like that, going like
bartering and shit. Yeah.
Or so and so mama pick us up. Can you drop us off? Or right. Like the kids don't do that no more.
I don't know.
My mama never came up with a solution. Like I had to bring her at least 3 solutions, and she'll give me the blessing on which one she'll approve.
My mama said she'd give you 2 cigarettes.
No,
they don't. If you pick us up, and she'll play the number for you.
or no, my mom ain't do that. But I had to like, well, so and so mama said they'll do it. So and so older brother or so and so cousin. And I'm like, let the mama do it. Mm-hmm. Or I don't trust someone. You can't ride with them. Like then she got the nerve to get an attitude of who I get. Right. I don't trust them.
You can't be riding with that nigga. That nigga be smoking weed. Your hair smell like smoke.
You can't go with them. Like I remember I have to come with like 3 different options. Prepare me for work, right? And like these the options. Which one do you approve? Mm-hmm. Do the kids not do that no more?
I have the slightest idea, baby.
But you start doing the money when you start getting when you have older cousins. So older cousins, you usually can pay them. So we used to then to put our little $5 together and be like, well, if you ask your older cousin or your older brother, because they got a car, we'll give them $15 in gas.
Right. Shit, I remember when gas was 99 cents.
Yeah, but you got to be careful with that because we've done that before and was stupid and gave them the money first and they ain't come pick us up. We had to walk home. Because we better not miss curfew. My mom don't have nothing to do with all the other reasons. All she knows, I need to be in the house by 10 p.m.
Right, before the street lights come on.
So by any means necessary, I had to be in the house by 10 p.m. So we got to get to walking.
Your ass better get to walking then.
Come on. Do you hear me? Or catching that? Oh, look, I got stories for y'all. Put a pin in this. Nayan be at Fairlane on the bus.
Oh my God.
He got lost. It took the wrong bus.
All right, we got on a tangent. They still got one more question. Anything else we want to tell us about your black love story? We are not perfect, but God is. God shows love, compassion, grace, mercy daily. We should treat our spouses the same way.
Come on, can we talk about that grace and mercy? I like that idea. Oh, it shouldn't be an idea. It should be action. I like that action of showing grace and mercy to your partner. Mm-hmm. Has there been time you show me grace and mercy?
Every day.
Oh.
Every day, all day.
They have you?
Yes.
I'm not even going to unpack that with you right now. But thank you so much for sharing your love story. It was beautiful.
You see their picture? They're a beautiful couple.
Are you putting the pictures up on Instagram?
I will.
Can you? Oh, they are cute. Oh, I like that dress. You're behind, Nero.
I know, but I'm trying to get. Once I get done with this house, Nero will be back on things.
Yeah, act like he can't do more than one. Ladies,
I can't.
Y'all men act like they can't do more than one thing at once.
Look, I am trying. Selling the house is a big deal, okay? And the seller and the buyer can walk. Sold. No, it ain't. It ain't sold until that paperwork is done and I get a check in my hand. So I'm still working until I get that check in my hand. You got no car
to get the check.
Shit, I'll rent an Uber. I don't know. Shit, I hitchhike. I'm getting that fucking check. But once I get that check in my hand, life can go back as normal. But that check is number one. Because the motherfucking buyer can walk away at any moment. His ass can get to the damn closing tomorrow and be like, you know what? It's 60 degrees outside. I don't want to do this deal right now.
Leave me.
But you don't feel those pressures because you checked out of that.
I'm not checked out of it. I gave it to the Lord.
You know, you gave it to me. Look, grace and mercy right there.
I gave it to the Lord. And he told me that it's done.
You gave it to me. Mm-hmm. So, yes.
All right, Nero. Well, you want to talk a little bit about the laws of attraction and how they don't be applying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, this is our favorite psychology today. And
this is our favorite. The thing is, we haven't been reading from it for like a few months. So, we have like a backlog of because we continue bring together all these articles that we really like and we want to talk about. So now we're just taking the time and kind of going through all of them that we missed. So that's why we have so many from here. That's all, y'all. And if y'all have fine articles or anything y'all want us to unpack or talk about, send those. Y'all more than welcome to send those too. We appreciate them.
We're looking at. So this article is titled "When Laws of Attraction Don't Apply." It says 3 rules, quote unquote rules that have exceptions to them. So they talk about when you're attracted to a potential partner, is it like good looks or personality, or what are some of the things that you feel get attracted to? So they broke down 3 rules or laws of attraction, and broke down why these rules don't necessarily apply. So they started off with physical attractiveness, and they talked about how that's one of the first things that. That's one of the first things how romantic attractiveness start. It starts off with you being physically attractive to someone, and then you guiding yourself throughout that physical attractiveness to see what else that they have to offer. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So they was talking about appealing to your mate, but one of the things they were saying is that how they said many of us fail to approach attractive individuals because of the fear of rejection. And they said, what I thought was interesting is that they said so instead it seems that we adjust our perceptions of others' attractiveness based on our own level of physical attractiveness.
So if you believe you a 5, you're only looking at 5
people. Yeah. So that's what they said. More, for example, more attractive people tend to perceive fewer others as attractive, while less attractive individuals consider a broader range of potential partners. So if you feel like you fine as wine, you be like, well, ain't nobody out here as cute as me.
Narcissist, yeah.
Yeah, but for other people, they I'm a smooth 7. You be like, I can get down with anybody.
What you got standard deviation? You go with anywhere between a 5 and a 9.
Yep.
Standard deviation of 2.
Yep.
Where the 9 and 10 stand, we ain't doing no standard deviation.
Yeah.
Or 1. So you going between what, an 8 and a 10?
Yeah.
I guess.
So,
yeah, I think. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. What are you talking about?
Like, I think this is good, but I think. Do you think this is an age thing? Like, do people really be like? I feel like since I've gotten older, physical attractiveness, it's important, but I think that's something that's easily changed, especially if you got money.
Oh.
What Jamie Foxx said? Oh, I'm talking too real.
That mist.
That Jamie money Foxx adds mist. Yeah. Like you can buy, because when we're talking about physical attractiveness, we're talking about how you present yourself outwardly, right? Mm-hmm. So buying you some new clothes, even if like, you can change somebody's swag. You can, even if like literally physically, they're not what you want to be. Like for most part, especially men, sorry, man, I can't speak on behalf of women, but if you dating a guy and the girl is like super active and the guy may not be near him, would you turn out a girl like, oh, I really like you. You gonna come to the gym with me and we gonna get this weight off. We gonna get fine together. What would you say?
I said, okay. Let me spot you on the squats.
Okay.
Ow.
Like, I just feel like that's something that's easily changeable. Mm-hmm. And as time goes on, I think it means less and less because our looks fade. Mm-hmm. We all hope to look like Angela Bassett, but we not. We all hope to look like, is Denzel still fine? I guess. We still we want to look like Denzel, but we not, right? So what are we talking about?
Right.
The physical attractiveness. And also I say it's something about it too. You ever date someone or talk to someone who's super fine, but then they do something so ugly and then you blink your eye and they become a booger wooger? What's that called?
I don't know what it's called.
Like your feelings are like tied to it, right? Once they do something crazy or you break up, you be like, oh my God, I can't even. It's like you see them like without the rose-colored shades. Like I feel like it's some type of perception or some type of chemical imbalance in my brain to be like, oh my God, Jesus, look at that.
You be like, that fine person that got ugly.
Ugly.
You be like, look at that motherfucking nose.
Just look at him.
Look, that big ass Adam apple looking out like a fucking.
Just turn into a booger. Like I noticed that too, right? So it almost goes on our emotions on how we feeling at that moment. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's just me. It's an age thing too. I would definitely say it's an age thing too. But physical attractiveness. What did he say? What did he say? He need a good credit score on what? Good credit. If you got a good credit score, even if you don't got money, if you got a 720
in a CV,
we can make this work, honey. Mm-hmm. What's the other one here?
So the next one is like a similarity. So like perceived a similarity as like a strong indicator of like liking or seen to be important as a like precursor for friendship and then romantic relationships. So, they say that, we seem to see like everybody's like so similar to each other, especially when you're early on in the dating that you're like, we're just so alike. So, but they went on to say, like, in terms of personality, it seems to be like, this is one of the things where law of attraction should be like modified. Like, we don't seem to match our partner in terms of like absolute levels of like personality characteristics. So, for example, one partner might be like extremely extrovert and less conscientious than the other. So, that's one of the things they said, that really don't apply to the rule that, we might have different things like similar, but when it comes to the personality, that's where we're not similar at. What do you think?
No, I think that goes. But when we talk about the opposites attract or the same folks, I think it has to be a happy balance. So I think when we talk about similarities, it's core values. Core values, I'm gonna stop saying thing, need to be similar. However, some of the other stuff that's more boundaried and more fluid, I think that's okay. And that's what makes a well-rounded couple. Because let's talk about the flip side. You ever seen them couples where they agree on everything?
Oh my God.
To the point where you be like, what the hell what type of Stepford Wives shit is this?
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's not cute, right? It reminds me of some of the memes where the woman just be staring at the man up like he a statue. I'm like, Lord, everything he say is brilliant, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yes, he is the king. What you think, Nams?
No, I completely agree. But I think that's one of the things that you need to think about when, like, in a relationship is that, yeah, you're going to have some things similar, but you still want to have something different. And a difference of personality is something that can help out with, like, relationships.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, you want some type of, it's just like anything. You want some type of diversity of thought.
Yes, you have to. Because you're going to need someone to be able to call you out when you're on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like Roseanne needed her partner to call her out. They'd be like, maybe you shouldn't hit Sin.
Yeah. Or maybe we should delete that real quickly.
Yeah. Write that in your journal, sis.
But also
talk about it at the kitchen table.
But also think about us. Like, you know, we have similarities, but we also are different in a lot of things. Like, we're different in ways that we see the world. And like sometimes some of our world views are a lot different than most people would think.
Interesting.
You don't think so?
I mean, I guess I'm rolling with it. Mm-hmm. What I'm curious about is this last piece. They talked about familiarity. So it's the classic theory of just mere exposure that suggests the more we encounter a person, the more we should like that person. So experiential evidence show that we find photos more attractive when we see them more often, right? And coincidentally, and people are more attractive when we encounter more of them. So the thought is we feel more attraction to those who physically resemble us and our family members. However, increased familiarity does not always lead to increased liking. Encountering individuals frequently can lead to liking or disliking, such as when we have wonderful neighbors or noisy neighbors. Furthermore, the novelty can sometimes be more attractive than familiarity.
I think that's interesting.
How do you unpack that culturally?
I think it's culturally.
that's the first thing that clicked in my head. Like, well, that look like you. You mean black people or Jewish people like that have same? What do you mean by that?
When they say resemble, when I thought about that, I thought about like chicks that be like, well, I tend to date guys who like look like my dad. Like I remember when I was in high school and I told this girl I liked her. And I wanted to see where we can go. And she's like, well, you're not necessarily my type. And I was like, well, like what is your type? It's like, my type is usually the type of niggas that look like my dad. It's like, well, what's that? Like, short, light skinned, stocky build. Like those are my type. And it's like, oh.
So okay. no physical attraction.
Right. Oh, I'm a tall, big nigga. I'm opposite all that. Dark skin. I'm a tall drinking water, and you want a short, stubby, light skinned nigga.
Okay. Did you say you're a tall drinker water? Yeah, I'm by.
Tall drinker of chocolate milk.
Like I said, I'm curious what my favorite hotel will have to say about that. Y'all already know who my favorite hotel is.
I know, but what do you think about that? Like that familiarity. But I'm sorry not to cut you off, but it's something to say about. Like seeing a certain picture or like interacting with somebody so many times that is kind of true, because that's why commercials are ran, because psychology says that the more times you see something, the more times you're more likely to like it or purchase it or things of that sort. Even when it comes to music, we all had a song that when we first heard it, hated the song. But by the 20th time hearing it, you sing into it subconsciously, and I think that can also happen with like dating and things of that sort. You might start off with friends, and then next thing you know, you're like, I'm really feeling this person.
Yeah, like all the Taylor Swift songs. I call myself singing. I said, where did I even get that from? I forgot it's the bad song. I'm in trouble. I'm like, what is that? But I would argue that's how we got together. We didn't start off in a relationship, right?
No.
But I think we kind of repeated exposure, right? And then we were eventually like, oh, maybe you is cute.
Yeah, that's true.
So hopefully that goes through friendship and learning the other person. It's hard for me to say this because I don't have a type. Do you have a type, Mira? I think I'm thinking too close mind. So I'm thinking my type can't just be niggas. That's not a close enough type. You got a type.
You like niggas
within Negroes.
You like niggas with thick necks, big ass hands.
I do like a thick neck. That's still a wide variety. That's a net.
No, because only certain type of niggas got big necks. You gotta have wide shoulders to have a big neck, and if you got wide shoulders, you probably played football.
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I don't have a thing for jocks.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm. You have a thing for jocks and bodybuilders.
Oh my God, no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Do not go for me and bodybuilders. I think it ain't creepy. Men and women, bodybuilders are creepy. We be having on them veins. I don't like it. Then their skin be a different color from their neck. It throws me off. Makes me uncomfortable. Are we going to talk about that? Why is the color of their face and body, like, why their body tint and their face not?
Because I actually asked somebody.
Why is it a thing?
I actually asked somebody on IG, and the thing is that when they compete, those lights are so bright that wash out their muscle definitions. So that's why they have to put on that. I call it tar, but I forgot what the name of it. But they had to put on that like tanner or dark light substance. So when they get under those bright ass show lights, you can still see their muscles and things of that sort. And like
why don't they add it to their face?
Because your face is not one of the things that they rating when they eat bodybuilding. They don't say like, oh, look at those jawbones.
I don't have a type. Miriam, do you have a type? That's why it's hard for me to comment because I don't have a type. Mm. And like, of course I always prefer a black man, but hey, if some Latino guy, it'd take a very unique white guy, to come and sweep me off my feet, I'm open for it.
Oh, you had a white man?
He had to be very special.
Oh, okay.
It had to be Prince Harry.
Please stop it before the woke niggas come for us again. I have to block some more niggas on Instagram.
They mad at because of the
niggas was so mad about that. So what you saying? If it ain't white, it ain't right. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Block.
Let me have some joy.
All right.
I mean, no, I'm not. I think the thing, it wouldn't be about looks. It's just I don't think our core values would align, and I ain't gonna work in a relationship. But I would be open to a variety of dating a variety of people and experiences. Mm-hmm. Niram, do you have a type? Why do you keep bouncing this question back to me?
I like beauty. I've dated red bones. I've dated chocolate.
Like beauty. That's so you don't have a type either. For me, actually, intelligence is important and a sense of humor. If you got those two things, we can work with everything else. Intelligence, a sense of humor, and ambition. Mm-hmm. If you can have those three things, Nyambi can work with you on all other aspects of your life. But them the three things I can't help you on. You got to be equally yoked to me. You got to be on, if not higher. Like them the three things I'm not budging on.
Yeah, I don't really have a type either because I like beauty.
Oh, so you looks don't matter to me. You can make anything look pretty, honey. Look at pugs. Like, you can make anything look very amusing.
Pugs are ugly. I don't know what you're talking about.
Depends who you ask.
Well, if you're asking me, they're ugly.
You ain't never been with somebody, you be like, dang, they upgraded them.
No.
My mother always says that about Jay-Z.
And I'm like, that nigga still look the same.
I be like, Ma, what's wrong? They're like, oh no, he wasn't the most attractive, but that Beyonce helped him. I said, he looks like the same.
That nigga looks the same.
But it's just being right with her. I'm telling you, missed. Mm-hmm. All right, now we got some. We're gonna do some kitchen table talk real quick. Niram's fading, y'all. This is our last week. We're recording this late. It's past midnight where Niram's at, actually.
Yeah. So I am fading. I do it for y'all though. I do it for the love of y'all listeners, y'all cubicle warriors, the ones who are going to work and leaving work and need something to listen to while they in traffic. I do it for y'all. Come on.
All right. Come on. Read this question.
Damn, I forgot how to pronounce her name. Elena.
Quick. You know what? We have to send her a gift because we do this shit every week. Every week. Either you get it, when I get it right, you get it wrong.
Look, I can tell you one thing.
When you get it wrong, I get it right.
It's definitely not Alana. So I'm going to say Elena. That's probably wrong too.
My bad, she should cuss them out. Cuss them out.
She probably
I'm giving you permission. Go ahead. Step in and cuss them out.
She gave us, what's that? The pronunciations in the dictionaries? Yeah, the phonetic stuff, the phonics of it, we still be fucking it up.
And the thing is, whenever I read it, I bring that in front of it so I can see it. But Niram, nope. Come on, Arams.
You know my heart. Subject is living together / shacking up. Hey, Nirams and Nyambis. When you talk about couples living together, live together, if one person, usually the woman, wants to get married, should one agree to live together first to try things out, the negatives and pitfalls and positives and benefits? Then there's living together forever. What are your thoughts of the listeners as well? I'll be curious to have Nia and your friends from earlier episodes weigh in. Oh, there you go. Elena.
I knew what it was. I was going to see if Mira was going to figure it out. I was waiting for Elena to cuss you out. I was going to let her walk on in and read you for filth. I was just going to let her.
So in the email, it says that.
That's why I said she broke it down for us. That's how I know how to say it.
Hooked on phonics. Thank you, Elena.
Because, I'm a phonics baby. Mm-hmm. I'm good at spell it out.
I am not for that whole word recognition shit. I'll still be look at
cat. All right, Neil. What's your thoughts? Did you get Nia's opinion?
No, I didn't ask Nia.
Okay. Well, we'll give ours, and then we can come back and give our friends once we talk with them.
Mm-hmm.
But you gonna get Fankus? You gonna get Austin? Go ahead.
I'll shack it up. I was always told that you never know how who the real person is unless you live with them for at least 18 months.
What?
Yeah.
18 months a long time. Go ahead, Miriam.
Hey, what? That's what the niggas told me when I was young. When I used to be
exactly.
The old men at the shop that I used to stay at.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And who they stay with. Mm-hmm. So that's your comment there.
Yeah, I would say shack up.
I think shacking up's okay, but I think you all have to be on the same page about what this means. Mm-hmm. So I think if y'all are going to live together with the outcome of then marriage, I think before you even move in together, you need to set a timeline. So if the goal is we're moving together because we're moving towards marriage, don't say that's what we're going to do. Before you sign that lease, make sure y'all create a timeline and say, well, after this point, what point are we going to get engaged? What point are we going to get married? I think those boundaries those expectations need to be put in place. Absolutely. And don't move in without that. Because niggas will try you. And the thing is, I'm very open about living with like men, and if that's what you're gonna, that's fine, right? Or whoever you're gonna live with. But because it's how people's feelings get hurt, right? Because people move in together for financial help, right? Mm-hmm. But that's not how the other person's seeing it. The other person is saying, oh, we're doing this to get ourselves in order so we can then become married. And if one person sees that as the end goal and the other person sees it as a financial come up, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. Mm-hmm. So sis, if you're going in with these thoughts of marriage, you need to make that very clear. Now, on the other side, if you don't know yet and he don't know yet and y'all are testing it out, that's fine too. But I think it just has to be clear before y'all sign that lease. What is our outcome here? Are we moving together because we're moving towards marriage? And if so, after 1 year, are we then going to be engaged, or we're going to have a conversation and say we're moving out or getting engaged in 1 year? I believe in being that firm.
And if they willing to say yes, fast rules, Jesus.
Yes. I said after 1 year, we can have a conversation. Are we getting engaged or are we moving out? Because if we're not doing one of those things, what are we doing then?
Well, I ain't fully known you yet. I got to get that full 18 months yet.
I lived with you and I'm not saying y'all can't as a couple say, you know what, let's give it another year, right? But you need to be clear on what you're doing and what you're setting yourself up for. Because I think what the breakdown happens is when there's two different expectations. So the guy or the girl believe one thing, and the guy so one person believe, oh, we're just figuring. One person is near, and we just seeing if we like it, we're gonna give it 18 months. Even if we don't get married, we good roommates, we just gonna kick it, right? Cool. Then the other person's like, oh, well, we're preparing to create our family. I am setting the foundation for our family and our marriage. Them two people can't be living under the same household because y'all going towards two different goals.
Right. Well, who told your ass to assume that?
That's why before you sign the lease, what you do?
You got to have a Naomi conversation.
You have to have that conversation. So once that's established, so if the established goal is marriage, marriage is not good enough. Get a timeline. That's what I'm basically saying. Because niggas would be like, oh, yeah. So you go to them and be like, oh, well, if we move together, I want to know that we're working towards marriage and that, this time is not being wasted. We're actively, stepping forward in that. And, a lot of slick talking niggas be like, yeah, of course I love you, baby girl. We're going to do marriage. Okay, sounds good. So what is our timeline? So we're saying I'm not done there. After this 1 year, are we going to be engaged? What does that look like?
I'm working on a 5-year plan.
Not only that, while y'all are working this year, if the goal is marriage, y'all need to be actively doing something that's getting you closer to marriage. So at some point, y'all need to seek some type of counseling. So we need to go to some type of couple therapy or couple something to get us a step closer to help us be better individuals so we can be a better union. Now, if it's the flip side, which is okay too, but you just have to be completely aware of it. I like this dude. She like me. We like her. We like each other, whatever, however it is. Marriage, it could be, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Let's touch it out. Let's test it out and let's see how it is. You know what? I'm sick of living with my roommate, or I'm sick of living with my mama. I could go for him. Let's do it for a year. That's fine too. But go into it knowing that at the end of this year, it might not work. Hell, in 4 or 5 months into it, it might not work. So you need to already have it in your head that, will I be okay with this person being my roommate? And having that conversation with them too. To be like, I love you. We rolling towards it, right? But we don't have any, paperwork, right? So I just want to, we'll reexamine where we're going to be in a year. And in that situation, definitely make sure if you can get separate leases. Actually, in both situations, but the second one I tend to be a little more firmer in, right? Mm-hmm. And then what's the pros and cons of it? So I think the pros of living together is you say that coin.
Yeah, cheap rent.
And that's if you want 50. That's if you're going 50-50, right? Some of these dudes want to pay for it all. Ladies, watch it. Sometimes y'all like to pay for it all too, because if you're paying for it all, what's the purpose of it? So be careful about that. But that's my own biases that's coming into play. I don't believe in taking care of niggas. That's what I don't do. So I think it saved money. You getting to know people. You taking your time and getting to know them. Companionship, friendship. I think when you live with someone, you learn about yourself even more. So even if you had roommates, if you had roommates who lived with your parents or brothers, sisters, whatever it is, I think it's different when you live with the romantic air quote partners. Mm-hmm. It's something different about that. It's a new vulnerability there. It's a new compromise that's put there. Because the first, what would you say, Neil? Month or 2 months is amazing.
Yeah. And then you start finding out their weird quirks.
Yes. I say you run into one or two things where you can't learn to be separate. It's hard to be separate. Mm-hmm. So when you first get together, it's cute to be like, oh, it's time for us to watch TV.
Let's watch TV together.
It's time for us to eat.
Let's eat together.
It's time for us to get ready.
Right.
It's time for us to go to bed.
Who's taking a shower? You know what? Let's both take a shower at the same time.
Like, that's cute, right?
And then they're like, nigga, I want to take a shower myself. I don't want to watch this bullshit.
This is stupid. Or I don't want to stay at 3 a.m. I want to go to bed. So I think that's when the first hiccup kind of happens. And it's learning how to live in a space together, but separately. And I think sometimes when you do it separately, people worry about losing that lack of intimacy. I don't think it goes away, though. But it's something special about a Saturday morning and you may be getting up together, do what you got to do. But sometimes I stay in the bedroom and near I'm going to the other room. And them be beautiful Saturdays. And then when you come out that evening, you be like, hey, there, my man. I missed you. Mm-hmm. So I think that becomes something that can be a make or break. And I think for the couples who can get through it, it's beautiful. Right? Because in that space, you become 100% you. So in this space, like unlikely you've done with no other person, you can be completely you. Good, bad, ugly, nasty, funky. It don't matter. Or on the flip side, you can't, and that becomes really bad. Also, when you're living with folks, things you get to see is financial habits. Mm-hmm. So not only are we talking about the folks, I think initially we're talking about people who like clip their toenails on the toilet seat. That you be like, this is nasty, and you're trifling. Your mama ain't raised you right. That stuff you can kind of unteach that. But I think once you start talking about finances and bills getting due and bills getting paid, and if one person is okay paying a bill a week late or 2 weeks every month, and the other person is not, or spending habits. So, if your partner be like, I'm a little short, can you help me? You're like, of course, babe, I got you. And then they come in with a new Gucci bag. Like, it's that type of stuff start coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to catch it early. Right. Which, if you're talking think it as a pro before marriage, that's something you can discuss before you sign that paperwork. And then if they can't even pay their water bill on time, they got some other shit going on. And that's when you ask those questions. Hey, while we're planning for this wedding, why don't we bust out all these finances and see what's going on? And that's the stuff you should be doing. Because you can still make some arrangements, or you can get the fuck on. Because when that lease run up, what? We're either getting engaged or I'm leaving. Niram thinks that's too.
1 year? Damn.
I don't think it's too far. You said what?
Shit, niggas still trying to figure out their 5-year plan.
That's fine, but you're going to figure out this year. I'm not saying you don't have to be. I'm not saying you got to be engaged for 30 seconds. You could be engaged for 2-3 years, but for us to get to this point to at least make it official, right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to show and prove.
Okay, a hot 5-year engagement.
No, I don't believe in that either. But to each his own.
Whole different conversation.
Yeah, I think an engagement, the longest I done seen one is about 18 months to 2 years, and that was pushing it. You need to have a good reason for that. Because what killed me? Some people are like, oh, we're just looking for the right location. You're poor. If you don't take your ass to that hall down the street, it don't. What location are you waiting on? What? Too much. Did we answer all the questions?
Yeah, I think so.
Because Niram's not really playing with this.
Yeah, we answered all the questions.
I'm reading back through it to make sure. So I think it's benefits and pitfalls of all of it. But and also we could talk about the family. A lot of times old school blacks don't like it. Meanwhile, on a ranch, Charlie done cheated on mama so many times.
Or mama done cheated on Charlie so many times.
Okay, call it whatever you're going to call it. So I think navigating your family could be another issue. But again, if you're in a situation with someone you're going to get married, you're just building up that muscle now. You're building up that muscle for them to stay the fuck out your business. And eventually, when that muscle gets strong enough, they'll stop asking. You don't think?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, didn't we say something about like motherfuckers staying together forever? Like my parents stood together for like 35 years before they broke up.
Okay, you have to be okay with that. I thought that was gonna be your Niram and Nyambi. I'm not the type. I don't believe marriage is end all be all. I believe you can have a very happy household without marriage. Mm-hmm. But you have to be okay with it. And if you, to your core, aren't okay with living with a man or woman and not being married, that's fine. Don't do it. But if there's something in the back of your head to be like, I could be cool with this, then have the conversation with your partner. Don't worry about what other people think. That's me. I think that's why I keep talking about the monogamy. You have to be real with yourself. Like, it's some shit that I'm just not going to do. And it's not about perceptions. It's just something that I don't want to do. And if that's not what you want to do, don't do it. But if it's something that you think could work, go for it. Hell, you can flip it. What was it, Joy Behar? My husband is her husband now, but they dated for 30 years, 35 years. And then they just got married 4 or 5 years ago. And Joy's living her best fucking life.
Yeah.
Oprah and Stedman, we still don't know what's going on. We don't know if he hitting it or not. We don't know.
Well, we do know Oprah smoking that gas, though. She got that weed.
Listen here, Gail. Oh, Gail talking so damn much. So it's these perceptions, right, that people put on us. And in this day and age, you don't have to put that perception on. If you want to live together and don't get married, fine. But make sure it's something that you both agree on. Don't let it just be him. Or don't let it be you. Both of y'all have to agree on this. I agree. It's okay to be like, I ain't for the shit. I ain't for the shit, Lester. I want to be married. And Lester got a right to say, all right, let's get married. I ain't for it. And if he said I ain't for it, that's when we got to make a decision. As we go in our separate ways or what? You got to love yourself enough to leave. That's it.
Yeah.
That is it. I'm trying to quickly think if there are any other pros or cons, but I think it's good. You just have to be very clear, and there's nothing wrong with setting clear expectations. And before you sign on the dotted line. Also look for separate leases. Men, cover your ears. Ladies, always have you a separate account with some money in it. Be ready to go at any moment.
Niggas, I hope you hear that.
Oh, they can hear
it. Yeah, separate leases is a plus, but just in case somebody act the fuck up and they gotta get the fuck on, they'll just be responsible for their part versus you responsible for the whole thing.
Yeah. So like little stuff, and a lot of complexes do that type of stuff, or at least make it, clear. So even if you got to, and it's on your credit report or something, that can get removed, or you can take them to small claims court. I'm sorry to get to that point where we're just talking about business. But still, even if you're splitting it down the middle, it's still going to be, that's still worth your peace of mind, right? You'd rather pay them a couple $1,000 and get out of it and have your own space. Is there anything else, Nero?
I think we hit everything.
But I think within that first year, if y'all, the goal is marriage, y'all need to be doing things to get you a step closer to marriage. So be it counseling, talking about your thoughts on spirituality, your thoughts on children, your stance on finances, and not just stance, ask to see money. Ask to see credit scores. Ask to see credit reports. This is the time where if you got secrets, we need to pull them out now. Because if you got bad credit, that don't mean we can't get married, right?
We just have to work on it.
Yeah, we have to work through it. And most people would like to work through it before I say I do. So that might be another reason to extend the lease for what? A second year, because we're what? Working on our finances. And instead of y'all hurrying up and getting married, and then you talk about the finances, and he got a 3 credit score.
A 3? God damn.
It don't go.
I don't know if they go that low, baby.
We're not even talking about bad credit. It's a lot of people with no credit. That's just as bad, isn't it? But no bad credit, right? Because you don't got nothing.
Especially when you're trying to buy a house and shit.
Yeah, no credit is, I feel like, worse than bad credit. Because at least somebody agreed to give you credit at one time.
And you just fucked
and
it
you
up.
And you can say something like, allegedly you lost the job, or you can claim hardship,
right?
Compared to not having no credit. That's a separate episode. So those are the spirituality. What we're doing about that, all that. Where do we want to live? Our career. These are the conversations you have over those 12 months to get you to the point of engagement. To say you are the father, or you are not the father. Now, what was our journey?
We had a lot, but we stayed together more than a year. First, it was that
very clear though, very clear.
First, we was in that we can't be alone type shit, and then we had to go to therapy about that because I wanted my space, and Naomi didn't want to give me none.
What?
Yes, Naomi be all up under you. What? It's time for us to eat. Okay, who making plates? It's time for us to watch TV. Okay, it's my turn to watch the show.
Okay, and then what else, Neil?
Then we went through that, and then we went through the getting on each other phase. Getting on each other. So that's pretty much the getting on each other nerves phase. And then we went through, let me see your credit shit. Let's sit down. Let's talk about credit because we're thinking about buying a house. And then we went through the phase. Well, do you want a house or do you want to get married? And then it's like, well, we want a house. Forget the marriage. So it's like, all right, well, let's figure out that. And they went through that phase, and then we went through a house support phase.
Yeah, Jesus.
He said, forget the wedding. Forget the wedding.
Jesus. He said, throw the whole marriage away.
Let's throw it all away. Buy a house. Buy a condo. Look, throw that shit away and buy a condo instead. You'll get a lot more money out of that. And we did that, and then we went through what phase we in now? Selling the house and moving across country phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Niram's heading to bed. Close us on out, Niram. I hope that helped, sis. I hope that's it, because it looked like it was just me on that one. But I hope we'll ask Nia, and you out there with Fancy. You ask Fancy and T'Challa their thoughts.
Okay, what I'm gonna do? Record.
Because I think they have very different thoughts than we do through conversation.
All right.
I think I kind of already know what they're gonna say, but yeah.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
What are you thinking?
Well, T'Challa, African Prince, he's gonna be like, yes, I know I won't stay with her until
first of all,
I put a wink on her.
What is this accent?
And then Fancy be like, rent gotta be paid.
And what Nia gonna say?
If it's just a piece of paper, why not just get it? Since it's just a piece of paper, just go on down to the courthouse and get it.
What
if
about
it's just
a
piece of paper.
And then Devontae.
Well, I like for someone to build. We got to build together, so we got to take that time to build, so we can figure out, see if our ambitions match. Because I like a girl, like a woman.
If she sleep while I'm working at 4 a.m, that bitch gotta go.
She gotta go.
She ain't working.
Because she ain't working. Because if I'm up at 4 a.m. working on my dreams and goals, and she sleep to 10 o'clock.
I was gonna say 8 a.m.
Our ambition's not working well. So, I need someone who's equally yoked when it comes to ambition as well as conversation.
We ignorant. They coming for us.
They can.
All right, y'all. To submit your Black Love stories, go to blacklovematters.com. And to shoot us, to submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about, you can do that on our website, SoundCloud, Stitcher, any form of social media. That's Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. Also, don't forget that voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Again, we want to thank our Black Love Story folks for sharing that. It was absolutely beautiful. That's Lance. And look, what did we decide? Did we say Asia?
I said Asha.
Asha. Asia. I'm drawn to the spelling of her name now. I don't know why. It's beautiful. It's A''SHA. I don't know why. I don't know. It's like the flow of it. It's very pretty. It looks like it'd be pretty.
Asha, or Asia. I don't know.
Bye, Neil. Please. It's beautiful. Whatever it is, it's beautiful. Thank y'all for sharing y'all story. You sparked a lot of conversation. And also, as y'all know, our 1-year anniversary is this Friday. So if you have any questions, reflections, thoughts, your favorite episode, any of that good stuff, go ahead and shoot us the email or shoot us a voicemail. Again, talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever
evolving.
Peace.
Peace.